Hey guys, so I'm doing this video because I want to discuss the new pilot that's a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries titled The Originals. For those who don't know, the CW has announced a while ago actually that they're going to make a series that's a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. And the lead actor that's going to be in this series is going to be the character of Klaus, who's a pretty popular character at this moment on the Vampire Diaries. Now, when this was first announced, my initial thought was, why are they doing this? This is so dumb. Why are they going to have two vampire TV series on the same network and possibly on the same night, like back to back? Vampire Diaries and then the original is going to air right after it. But then somebody reminded me they did this already. It was called Angel with Buffy. Remember that? And I was like, that's right, they did do that, and that actually kind of worked out for them, didn't it? Now, the reason why the CW is doing this is because any series thus far that has aired after the Vampire Diaries, pretty much any new TV series that has aired after the Vampire Diary has not been able to, I guess, hold the same numbers as the Vampire Diaries. Basically, Vampire Diary isn't a good lead-in for any TV series thus far. It has yet to be proven. When Nikita was airing after the Vampire Diaries, it ended up becoming a toss-up by the end of the season. It was almost canceled, but then it was picked up. The Secret Circle ended up getting canceled afterwards. Now Beauty and the Beast is doing not that great after the Vampire Diaries either. It seems like the Vampire Diaries is just a curse when it comes to new TV series, and the audience for the Vampire Diaries just doesn't seem to care about any TV series that airs after the Vampire Diaries. They rather, after the episodes air, they rather go on Twitter, they rather go on the message boards, they rather go on Facebook and discuss the series, the episode, with other Vampire Diaries fans, which is completely fine and logical, because me personally, that's how I am with my TV series. After I'm done watching a TV series, I normally don't watch the show after it. I just go online and start discussing the episode with people online on different forums and stuff like that. It's just the norm. And Vampire Diaries are notorious for that. That's what they are. So the CW probably thought, if we can't get any other TV series to do well behind the Vampire Diaries, let's do this. Let's create this new TV series. It's a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. So obviously Vampire Diary fans are going to like it from the get-go, because it's Vampire Diary fans following a TV series based off of the Vampire Diaries. Now, this is what the CW is probably thinking. They're obviously, I'll be surprised if they don't air the originals right after Vampire Diaries. If they don't, then maybe the original probably has a possibility of being a success. Or if not, I don't know, because I don't know how many other CW viewers who don't watch the Vampire Diaries are going to be willing to watch the originals, because they're probably all just fed up with vampires in general. But I feel like the original is going to do well probably at the beginning, but then it's going to end up failing, because unlike Angel spinning off of, Buffy, Angel was actually a very popular character. I know Klaus is a popular character, but Angel was an actual popular character. He was, from the first episode, from the premiere episode from Buffy, he was around, and then he got a spin-off with another character who was around since the pilot episode of Buffy. So there was two major characters who were popular characters getting spin-offs from Buffy. Now the originals has a bunch of secondary characters who came in now in this recent season, which I think is season 4. I think Klaus has been around for 2 seasons, and they're not, in my opinion, their popularity isn't in the level of Stefan or Elena or Damon in that aspect. So it's kind of weird to see a spinoff off of a character who really isn't that big of a character to the overall series. I'm sure people love the character, but I don't feel like they're emotionally attached to him as much as Damon and Elena and all those other characters who were there from the very beginning. And that's the difference between why Angel managed to be a success, in my opinion, because Angel was a character that was there from the very beginning. And he then got his own spin-off. So the attachment, the emotional attachment that Buffy fans had for him, it was longer. It was a longer lasting emotional attachment than I feel that fans are going to have with Klaus. And another example I want to use is this TV series Cult, which stars a actual recurring character or recurring actor who was on the Vampire Diaries. He was there from the very beginning, then he ended up getting killed off, and then he got his own TV series with Cult. And you assume that people from the Vampire Diaries be like, hey, we're going to support this guy in this TV series because he was on the Vampire Diaries. But Cult was premiered with horrible numbers. I don't think the premiere even managed to get 1 million views to it. It just did horrendous in its premiere, and now they moved it to Friday because obviously the series is going to get canceled. It just didn't do well, and you would think it would do a lot better seeing as it has a actor from the Vampire Diaries who at once was playing a very popular character on the series, a character who was around since season 1. So I see like evidence like that, and I just see how the Vampire Diaries fans are when it comes to other TV series that are not Vampire Diary related that air after it, and then seeing how Cult just did terrible and then get like no support from Vampire Diary fans. I just honestly don't see the originals doing very well on the CW. I think even if they aired after the Vampire Diaries, I don't feel like it's going to hold their interest. They're probably going to watch it the first, few episodes, and some of them may get into it. Then others will be like, you know what? I like Klaus, but I don't like him that much that I'd rather spend my time watching this TV series rather than being online and discussing the Vampire Diaries with my other Vampire Diary friends online. And that's my opinion. I feel like the original is a project that the CW is using in hopes that maybe, possibly, they'll manage to have a TV series, a new TV series, that's going to be able to hold the Vampire Diary fandom interest to bring them over, and they can have a successful new TV series right after the Vampire Diaries. But in my opinion, I just don't feel like it's possible. I think that 9 o'clock time slot after the Vampire Diary is doomed. It truly is. And it makes me think, like, why don't they just move the Vampire Diaries to 9 o'clock and have another show air at 8? I don't know. I mean, for me, that makes more sense because at least Vampire Diary fans will probably sit around and watch that 8 o'clock series waiting for the Vampire Diaries to air at 9 o'clock. I mean, for me, that's like the more logical thing to do. But then again, I'm not a CW person or whatever, so what do I know? But that's just my thoughts, and I just wanted to express that because I see a lot of people discussing the original and saying, oh, this series is going to be a big hit because of this, and this, in regards to the Vampire Diaries. But then I think back to Cult, and when it was first announced, and when other TV blogs and articles were talking about Cult, I saw a lot of Vampire Diary fans saying, oh yeah, I'm going to support this series because of this, and that, because the actor, and the TV series ends up bombing regardless of the fact. So I don't know what to say outside from good luck with that, because I don't think the originals is going to do as well as I'm sure the CW wants and hopes for it to do. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I'm out. Bye.